Hi everybody, it's Juliana. It is Wednesday, September the 2nd, 2020. And I am using my new light, but I don't know, you guys. I am trying to figure out, I don't know, it has all these different settings. I don't know. Hi Autumn. I don't know which light. All I can tell you is that it's bright in my eyes. So I don't know if it's good or not. Anyways, I'm here live before I go to the dentist. I wanted to come on because it's World Goddess Day. September the 2nd is World Goddess Day. And I super love goddess energy. It has helped me heal and is helping me heal so much. It's also Prayer Wednesday. So I'm wearing many different crowns today. Prayer minister, prayer facilitator, and goddess lady. So today I have this new deck that I'm absolutely in love with. It is by Megan Watterson, and it is entitled The Divine Feminine Oracle. It is absolutely fabulous. And in honor of Goddess Day, I thought I would ask what message we need to know today and share it with all of you. So I'm just going to take a couple of cards out of the deck because I'm teaching with those ones. And we are going to see what messages the goddess wants us to know today. So I'm doing Oracle School as well, simultaneously with everything else that I'm doing in my world. And Paulette Baron-Reed has taught me many different ways of shuffling the cards. So there's this way to shuffle. So if any of you have cards, like almost like a poker shuffle, if you will. And then there's the slide like this. So I'm just going to shuffle a few good ways. And then she says you can make little piles and mix them up that way. And then I'm going to pick from the top. Marguerite Porete, the mystic of divine love. Love is divine, and I am nothing except love. I really love this. There's a lot of symbolism. This Marguerite has a beautiful cross, and I believe it looks like she's a nun. So we're going to check it out in the book. Marguerite Porete. She sounds French as well. Let's see if I'm intuiting that right or not. I don't even know who she is, so very happy to meet you, dear Marguerite. And let's see, she's on page 17. Who she is. Marguerite Porete is the essence of divine love and truth, that all we are is love. Marguerite was a French Beguine born in the mid-13th century. Thank you for allowing me to intuit that well. She's very beautiful energy. And please forgive me if I'm not saying this right. I'm not sure. The Beguine movement was a spiritual revival among women in the late Middle Ages that emphasized an imitation of Christ's life. These Beguines, or holy women, they're holy women, lived together in semi-monastic communities. They were not nuns. Oh, please forgive me, Marguerite. She's not a nun. They didn't take formal vows and could leave at any point, but they lived with shared spiritual intention. So they lived in a monastery-like environment. Marguerite wrote a spiritual masterpiece titled The Mirror of Simple Souls. It reveals the spiritual process she went through to be transformed by divine love. I am God, says love, for love is God and God is love. And this soul is God by the condition of love. Isn't that the truth? So that has been my message forever, that we are love. Ah, Cheryl, you noticed my goddess necklace? I was able to home this on my heart from my teacher, Velvedon Silver, who is the queen of the goddesses here in Calgary. She is my goddess teacher, Velvedon, and she helped me find that goddess within me. So thank you for noticing the beautiful necklace. Isn't it absolutely amazing? I thought I was going to wear it for the live, but I'm not wearing it to the dentist. So thank you. Hi, T. Lee. Hi, Conchetta. Thank you, dear Cheryl. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I am sharing this beautiful card today in honor of World Goddess Day. I am so happy that that came up in my memories, and then Velvet Dawn jogged our memory as well, that it is Goddess Day. So I'm using this deck, the Divine Feminine Oracle by Megan Watterson, who also wrote about Mary Magdalene. So I'm really in love with this deck, and I'm sharing who this Marguerite Porete was. By 1306, the Bishop of Cambrai deemed her work heretical and condemned it to be burned. Oh my gosh. Even so, it continued to circulate widely throughout the Middle Ages and in some ecclesiastical centers. It was embraced as an almost canonical piece of theology. Porete was ordered to stop circulating her book and to recant her ideas of God as love, but she refused. Marguerite was arrested as a relapsed heretic and a free spirit, which included the belief that humans could achieve union with the divine. The Catholic Church conducted an unprecedented trial to decide her fate. Oh, I'm getting all God bumps. Like Joan of Arc, much of her life is recorded because of the transcripts of her lengthy trial. She maintained her truth that the soul has no other will but God's, and that when the soul is united with God's love, this state of union causes the soul to transcend the contradictions of this world. She suggested that we can be transformed by divine love into love itself, which isn't separate from God, and that ultimately no outside source is needed in this transformation. It's between the soul and God alone. It is between the soul and God. I've always maintained that stance. I love that she came up for us on World Goddess Day. Let's learn some more. Hi, Fatima. Marguerite was burned at the stake. Oh my gosh. She was burned at the stake in 1310. I'm so sorry, sister. The Mirror of Simple Souls continued to gain in popularity, but was distributed as an anonymous text until 1946, when Romana Guarneri identified Latin manuscripts of the Mirror in the Vatican. Marguerite's name returned to the text when it was published for the first time in 1965. Hi, Holly. When your soul selects her card, as it is today. So if this is resonating with you, it's not only my message, it's to be shared with you on World Goddess Day. There's nothing more powerful than remembering that we are love. And there's nothing and no one outside of us that is needed in order to realize this. I really want to say this again, you guys, because for those of you that follow me on this page, by now most of you know my story. I did not love myself. I actually hated myself. I hated everything about me. And then after cancer in 2011 and 2012, I needed a radical shift in my life. I needed something to change. I needed to make choices, and I needed to take chances. And I needed to fall in love with myself. Who was this Julie? Who was born Juliana? Who was she? Who is she? And what is my truth? And so, hi, Juana. Hi, Victoria. So this is the message, ladies. There's nothing more powerful than remembering we are love. And there's nothing and no one outside of us that is needed in order to realize this. It's between our experience of the divine and our own soul. We can let go of what we think we need to prove or who we think we need to be in order to receive love, because we remember that we are love. We are love. Then we can stand in that truth, even through the flames. Marguerite is a courageous truth teller. And the truth of her experience is that love alone can free us. Not the love another might give us, not the love of family or of friends. All of this is powerful and significant. But the true source of love for us is the fact that we are a soul, and that the soul is in union with the divine. The soul is in union with the divine. We are not separate. We are a part of the divine masculine, God, of the divine feminine, goddess. She reminds us when we've forgotten that love is the essence of who we are, and that true love is found within. Marguerite says love has no beginning, no end, and no limit. And I am nothing except love. This is the time to own and know this truth more fully. It is the most profound and radical act we can ever take, knowing that love we already are. So many people seek it externally. Yes, it is nice to be in a relationship. However, what she is saying, and she is coming forth to share her light, to say, if you are seeking for love, even when you are in a relationship or when you're not, the truth of love is within you. You are it. It is not something external to you. It is who you are. It is divine. You are part of it. You are so very worthy and enough. So her soul voice meditation is this. Ask yourself this question. How can I feel the love that I am more deeply? How can I feel the love that I am more deeply? And her intention, love is divine, and I am nothing except love. Hi, dear Donalda, my sweet cousin. Hey, Laurie. So that is a powerful, powerful message for us today on World Goddess Day. And I am so very grateful that she is the one that showed up. Marguerite Porret. What a sweet soul. The mystic of divine love. Love is divine, and I am nothing except love. There's so much symbolism in this. If you look, and I will post it after the live, she's got a lot of light on her, in her crown area. She's got on, I don't know what you call that, a headscarf like the Madonna, like Mother Mary. She's got the crucifix, which is a symbol of God, of Jesus. And she's got on a habit. I guess that would be called a habit, but she's also got on the cloak like a nun. That she was devoted to the truth that only love is real. And that we are not separate from God, that in fact we are one with him. Doesn't mean that we are God. It means that we are divine. That we are a part of God and God is a part of us. Same with the goddess. That the goddess isn't external. And that's what goddess work did for me. When I walked through my healing, there have been many times on my journey where people have showed up in my life to teach me that I am not who they think that I need to be, if that makes any sense. That my value isn't dependent on what they think of me. And that loving my own heart, and that's why when Velvet Dawn was selling this heart, I fell in love with it. And I was like, I'll rehome it. I'll rehome it next to my heart. It is a symbol of the goddess. It is a symbol of the truth that we are love. And that we can show up each day. What the goddess affords us is to fall in love with our shadow as well as our light. And so, you know, they didn't believe her. They burned her at the stake. And that male patriarchy has served to keep us women small for enough. It's enough. It's time to rise. And moving into the fall, I'm going to be sharing more about my goddess journey. I'm going to be sharing more of how the goddesses help us. Hi, Bridget. Hi, Dina. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I really appreciate it. So this is the goddess for today, Marguerite Porete. Absolutely fabulous, touching my heart, touching my soul. I hope that she brings many blessings to each of you that are on live and that are going to feel guided to watch the replay. If you're on the replay after, please tell me so that I am moving forward. I'm in a class with my mentor, Go Live and Thrive, creating community, connection, and currency. And so this is part of my homework today to show up, even though, you know what, I have been suffering for 3 days with my tooth. And so I'm off to the dentist to make sure everything is okay. And as I'm diabetic, and I love this message because I know I had some work to do. It's interesting, if you guys will indulge me for a moment, I have my messages from the body book. And I was looking, let me see if I can find tooth. So I want to share with you, because some of you might not know that there are an emotional component behind every dis-ease. And so teeth problems, no more putting off. Being forced to deal with the oldest unresolved issues that span many lifetimes. The area involved is that of responsibility, and as a result, they lack vitality and aggressiveness due to their great conflict about it. I know why she showed up today. Because as a Catholic, as I journey down this road as a spiritual teacher, angel intuitive, goddess healing matrix system, higher priestess, practitioner, I am being met with judgment along my road. And judgment has served to keep me small. I've also been like walking through some old programming of, am I doing the right thing? Am I committing a sin against God? Is Jesus happy with me? Am I doing truly my soul work? And so interesting that the tooth problem arrived, and it goes on to say this: indecisiveness. Problems in the area are being reflective of long-standing inability to come to decisions that is due to an inability to break things down for analysis and choice making. You see how it's not external. These choices are internal. That voice within you, that connection to the divine, that truth that we are loved, that we are connected to God is within us. They are prone to be undisciplined in their attitudes and expression, and they are manifesting negligence in their life management. They are systemically power avoidant, responsibility deflecting. That's not true. Unambitious. I'm very ambitious. Assertive, suppressing, and lacking in determination. So not everything always fits because it's all the teeth. The resulting buildup and sudden release of Reggie the Raging Room Record. So actually having some rage come up, and that's what the goddesses helped me recognize, that, you know, what I'm feeling is okay. It's okay to bring it up, not to numb it with food, with cigarettes, with booze, with sex, with emotional eating, and to instead, you know, do my work to heal it. That's what the goddess does. And that's why this message is so very powerful for me today. So much symbolism. So the left upper, let's see, left upper. So it's left upper. Let's see what it says here. I'm not sure which one it is. I think the 8th upper. So interesting, it says here, not fitting into their family system from the very beginning. With the result, the family tended to eject them. So I know what this means for me. Even though I love my family, you see, my throat chakra. Family is also family that you marry into. So very interesting, very interesting. It also goes on to say, experiencing overwhelm and reactions. They tend to bite off more than they can chew. They're caught up in parent rescue psychology. Oh, this is my parenting. I'm walking through a really hard path right now. Cancel hard. A really big growth path with my son right now. And we have been his legal guardian for the last 4.5 years. And we recognized through a really severe walk that he's had with his mental health that the psychiatrist told us we needed to maintain more control, not less. And I've been fighting my internal guidance, if you will, because I said to the psychiatrist, I never wanted to control him. And the psychiatrist said to my husband and myself, that's the problem. He needs more control, not less. And I never wanted to control anybody, just as I don't want to be controlled. And so this is making so much sense. It's all coming together. If you can see how the card brought us, we're love. We're all love. We're all love. Me, you, our children, our families, we're all love. And that our truth is we are love. And so that's the message for today in a big way, everybody. I hope that I'm going to post the card, and I would love for you to comment on what you're receiving, and let's grow together with the goddess. I will show up once a week on Wednesdays for all of us with the goddess, and also with offering prayers. It's interesting. I will see, we may need to shift. Well, we'll see. We'll learn and grow together. Feeling it very strongly how, one is not worth more than another. It's interesting that a lot of people, including myself, recognizes that some of the goddesses were human. So on the vibrational scale, for me, God is the most high energy. And a lot of the goddesses were human. So they're an interesting energy to get to know. You have 6 teeth that need surgery. Wow. Yes, Teely. I mean, it's interesting when our teeth are hurting us. Dear Victoria, this is the card deck. Megan Watterson, the Divine Feminine Oracle. I got it on Hay House last week. Hay House had 50% off. I got 4 decks, you guys, because I love them. They're so beautiful. I got this one. I got a Denise Lynn one. I got a Sonia Choquette. And I got another, oh gosh, you guys, I love one of my new teachers right now, Colette Barron-Reed. I am a card junkie. I have 90 decks. And then probably another at least 10, 15 decks that aren't in boxes. And moving into 2021, I want to be of service, helping you connect to your team of God, Goddess, Mother Mary, Jesus, your angels, your guides. And down the road, your loved ones in spirit too. So that's my message for today. If you guys can send me a little bit of love and energy for my tooth. I was doing so good. It didn't hurt me for months. I thought it was gone. And then we cleaned out the basement and I got rid of 12 years of energy from my old job, from, oh my gosh, you guys, from my life. I'm 56 years old. And so I know that there's always a shift. When you clear the physical energy, there is also an up-leveling of your energy. So not only physical, but your spiritual energy. So I was like, oh, I'm getting off pretty good. I'm doing good, but surprise. So this is my work, to recognize what's coming up within me. And I hope this all makes sense, you guys. I just come on with no script and wanting to pull a card, and this is where we went. So I hope if any of you have any questions, I have this book. I also have Ina Seagal's The Secret Language of Your Body book. And if you need, let me just grab it. If you need any love and support with your readings on what's going on in your body, certainly I'm no doctor. However, as a spiritual teacher, we can, read what's going on in your body, and then you can decide if that's making any sense. It's never to diagnose. It's always to support your journey. And so I find it fascinating. Now, my husband comes home and he wants to diagnose different ailments in different people. And he's like, Julie, this person's got this. Go check the book and see what it is. He's so funny. So it's really interesting when you check what's going on in the body and then what the emotions are. And sometimes it fits. And then what do you need to do? Do you need to, up the self-care? Usually 9 times out of 10, it is that. Do you need to eat better? Do you need to drink your water? Do you need to move your body? Do you need to write and burn to release? Do you need to clear the clutter? What do you need? What do you need? This is what I know for sure to close, you guys. Life is a wonderful, beautiful, magical, horrible, terrible, everything wrapped into one journey. And each day that we get is a gift from God and Goddess. And each day we can intend to heal or not. Because truly it's a choice. We can stay stuck in the mud. No judgment from me. All I know is that for me, I feel better when I'm healing. I feel better when I'm showing up. I feel better when I'm sharing my message. I feel better knowing that when I said to God, when I was sick, fat, still releasing fat energy, and nearly dead from the cancer, that I said to him, I promise if thy will be done and if you give me more life, I promise to allow others to see you through me. And I promise to count my gratitude. And I promise to be a good girl. And that's my intention. No ulterior motives. That's my intention. Each day to be better than the Julie I was yesterday. And that's why I show up. Autumn, anytime, sweet girl. I love and appreciate you so much for your trust. Thank you, Teely. I'm open to receive. You guys, yesterday it was swollen, and that's why I freaked out so bad, because I'm diabetic. And if you know anything about what's going on, sorry you guys, I got a call, I just sent it to voicemail. And so I got worried, and that's what I said when I called the dentist, and I actually called my doctor because my dentist office hadn't called yet. And I said I'm worried because the pain had kept me up all night the night before, and I hadn't had that for so long. This is the thing about healing. Just when you think that you got it right, you gotta up level again. So I'm here for you. I'm here to be of service. I love and appreciate each one of you for who you are. You are love. Again, this is the beautiful card. Oh, Victoria, you're so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, my dear Mindy. No more pain for me. I receive that. So anyways, that's the message. I guess I better go, you guys. Many blessings. You know where to find me. JulianaMello.com. Go check out my website. I did a few updates. I'm waiting to hear from you. Bye, everybody.